let's get into tonight's stream. Alright, we're in. Welcome back, ladies and gent. I'm standing on the table. Get off the table. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Minecraft Bedrock Homesteading, another live stream from my solo homesteading world. There is lots of sadness outside. Yep. Do I get those bones? Yes, I do. What do you sell, sir? Baked potatoes for emeralds, cool. I will be taking him up on that. Alright, so I filled my inventory up with random uselessness, but that's okay. We can work with that. And my computer is having a bit of a hard time right at this moment in time. It does not want to be doing this. Do you sell anything good? Cactus? Yeah, the rest of it's so-so. We can live without the cactus. Sort all my assorted junk into chests. Do I need a power one bow? Not really. We can combine a few of these to save on some room, I imagine. If we combine all of these, should have... yeah, a couple of full durability bows, which I don't know why I'm keeping. I already have a half decent bow. Okay, so I've got a couple of sentry armor trims, which I might grab out and have a little sticky bait, because I'd like to add to my armor. That would be nice. Have something very specific in mind, but for now I just want to look at the pattern. Where it's like, where did I get emeralds from? What? But I got the emeralds from the trial chambers that we did a couple of weeks ago. And I also don't have a smithing table, which seems like an oversight. Let's place it just here. And if we pop the chest plate off, funky. Got the kind of target in the middle and then the shoulder pads. I like it. I like it a lot. What about the... do I have any other armor trims? Bolt armor trim. What does bolt look like? Oh yeah. It looks like kind of crisscrossing. It's kind of funky. Could go with my shirt or my jacket. But either way, I have a very specific material that I potentially want to use. So that is going to require a little bit of adventuring tonight. Little bit of a trip out somewhere that I've already been, but kind of forgot where it was. So I know it's in that direction, but I don't remember how far. Now, got emeralds. I've got lots of emeralds. That is fantastic. And I got lots of leather, so that is also good. Let's run over to the mending man that I just created yesterday, I think it was. Not on stream or anything, but it will be in the upcoming episode. I had to take my mending man from that river all the way up to this house, and I'm keeping him in my enchantment house for the time being. And let me tell you, it took a long time because I had to go up levels, and that is not fun with villagers. I cannot wait for happy ghasts. Now, where are you, sir? There you are. Let us see. So, multi-shot is not what I want, but I have some sugarcane, so let's make that into paper. Alright, let's see. What can I get from you? Can I level you up with this paper? Yes, I can. Now, Unbreaking 3. Let us see. How many books can I make? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Alright, so let's do some simple calculations here. I need Unbreaking 3 for my pants, and my helmet, and my sword, and my shovel. So I need 4 Unbreaking 3s. 4. Then I need mending for all of these, and all of these. So that's 8. So that's the books that I actually need to buy. So then let's make a few more to go in our pile down here. 16 makes 20, so we can sell you some. And then if we grab some of our books and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I could maybe buy a couple of these. How many emeralds do I get from the block? Okay, that's not bad. How much? It's 20 for a mending book, so 2, 4, 6, 8. So I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can at least get enough for my armor and maybe 1 for my shovel as well. But I need to level it up some more for that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and happy days. Where do I hear baby zombie noises coming from? Where are you, little friend? Well, there's the dad. Get out of here. There he is. There's the little fella. Whoa. He burned up on re-entry. Sucks to be him. Alright, so that at least gets our armor a bit set up, but I think I have an anvil over at my farmhouse. I would very much like to create another one of these custom trees as well. Actually, I'd like to create another couple of custom trees. I'd like to create one down here to give the chicken farm run a bit of shade, and I'd also like to create one that can go over in this corner, that's a bit taller, to just add some depth over this way as well. But again, future things, one thing at a time, boggling. So let's for now put that in there. We can put our emeralds in here, and we'll just put the book with it as well. Now to see if I actually have enough levels to do what I want to do. So they're pretty good. Step Strider, Feather Falling, Unbreaking, that's good. That's so. That's good. And the helmet really needs to be added to, but we can come back to that in the future. So let's add a mending book on there. Perfect. Let's add an unbreaking book and a mending book. Let's add mending to the chest plate. And how much does it cost to combine those? 2 levels. And see if we can't do that as well. Yay. Now I have an extra mending for the shovel. Fantastic. But I have no levels with which to add the mending to the shovel. I heard him. There ya. Come on. How did I not hit him then? How was that not a hit? Alright, you know what? I haven't slept in a bed in a little while, and I'm not about to start now. Although I'm going to be going to the Pale Garden today, and I don't think I want to be dealing with Creakings and Phantoms, so I am actually going to sleep in a bed. It's like, oh, it'd be cool to have Phantoms attacking me the whole stream. That could be something different. I don't usually have that, but I do not want to have to deal with Phantoms while dealing with the Pale Garden. I know it's not hard per se, but it's not... I haven't explored it enough to know that for sure. Alright, let's see. Maybe I will just go down and get a little bit of XP from... Oh, my sword could really use mending as well. Alright, I'll run down and get a little bit of XP from the spider farm. And then we will be ready and raring to go with tonight's adventures. Maybe while I am getting a little bit of XP at the spider farm, I could also have a look and see if there's anything new been added to the marketplace. I've done bit of AFKing here so far in this world. And it's a nice little spot to AFK. Now I can't pause my game because then the game is paused, which is not good. That's sad. I should also get a totem. Something else I should do. Let's see, what's in here? Copper ingots. Got scaffolding. Alright, well this is going to be a little bit more painful than I thought, but at least it shouldn't take long to heal the armor. Yeah, it's already trickling in. There is something very satisfying about mending. There really is. Yeah, this will take no time. Now I might make a new shovel to go with my stuff, but I'll put mending on the sword and give it a little bit of juice as well. This is probably not what you signed up for when you clicked on my stream, but that's okay. It's only a brief interim. If it becomes nighttime, I'll run around and kill some mobs in the sort of above ground as well, which is more entertaining than this. I wonder if there's anything I could add to this room while I'm here. I've got my pale oak logs as my kind of grainy floor. It's kind of grainy, rocky looking floor. I like it. I like the texture a lot. It looks like kind of cracked stone a little bit. Like it's a little bit darker, somewhere between, you know, tough and deep slate. It looks very cool, in my opinion. I've been playing around with lots of pale oak in this world, and I'm having fun with it. It's a nice block. When it was first added, I really didn't think we needed it. I thought that we had plenty of stuff already that, you know, that was unique, but it's growing on me. It's definitely growing on me. Wonder how much it's going to take to add mending to my sword. Plus you get these cool particles. Ow! How much are you going to require of me? 9 levels. My goodness, that's a scam. Might as well just run down into this mine right here and mine a few resources. Alright. Let's just grab some of these resources and the XP that goes along with them then. Plus, one can never say no to coal. It's one of the kind of never-ending truths of Minecraft is you never have enough coal. You think you have enough coal, you get comfortable, you go, oh yeah, I've got like 6 or 7 stacks of coal, that's going to do me for ages. And then all it takes is one build made of copper, and it's all gone. Or some bricks in a build, or extra food, and it just disappears. Never to be seen again. That's why having a lava bucket set up is often a great idea. I don't have one set up this world yet. I have a feeling they're not giving me XP. Don't have one set up this world yet, but it will be on the cards down the line. Just do a little bit of caving. It's nothing fancy, just something to give us a little bit of XP. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? Absolutely nothing. What about down this side of the cave? This looks a bit more promising. And a bit scarier. But we have feather falling, we can manage. You trying to shoot at me, sir? Leave me alone. Maybe we'll just do a little bit of a zip across here and then a hop, skip and a jump down into the ravine. Maybe, or maybe we will just go across. See if there's any coal or cheap resources that we can grab. Once. Very lit up down here, and I was wondering why, but I see now why. Grab some of this iron while we're here, even though it doesn't give me XP. Still useful. Ow. Clicked the wrong button, which is always fun. Hand over the XP, fellas. Unhelpful. Not really finding much in the way of XP, to be honest. There's some mobs. They're not super helpful. I also need to make sure that I take some more food with me when I set out on my adventures. G'day, Nobi. We're just doing a tiny bit of non-torch caving because I just added mending to the armor and trying to get it healed up with some quick XP. So I was here looking for coal, but I just seem to be fighting mobs, so that's giving me some XP. But we're going to be setting out for the Pale Garden in a little bit, once I get this squared away. We will be heading out to the Pale Garden to do some of the things therein, you know, smack some creakings about, and get some more pale oak wood and so on and so forth. Yeah, I got something lined up on the cards to build. I'm gonna dig into a wall for this one. Come here. Oh, that's a lot of zombies. This is about to become interesting. I seem to have made a mob grinder. Yeah, I am doing a very big build, which I haven't got the resource pack lined up, so I can't look at the materials for it right now. But it requires a lot of diorite, birch, pale oak, deep slate, tuff, and stone. So it's a big build, but it should be very cool. And the reason I'm going to... Yeah, I know my sword's low. I know. If I can get to level 9, I've got a mending book right here for it. Ow. I'll switch to my axe for now. Go. Oh, wait. Go. Oh, wait. But yeah, it's going to be a very big build, very resource heavy, but it should be pretty cool. Ah, I tried to get a music disc, I got greedy. Ow. That's enough of that. Anyone else? Nope. We're good for the minute. Grab this lapis. That will give me some XP. Righty. That's diorite. It's good to know there's a whole bunch of diorite down here. This is the cave that shoots off from the spider farm. Why is it bright over here? Is there more lava? Nope, it's just the glow lichen. Oh, more iron. I swear there was another cave through here somewhere. There it is. I was digging to find this other cave, and then it didn't seem to be forthcoming. Oh, don't fall down there. Oh goodness. That man has a spoon. Okay, good. That's happy days. BLT Dizzle. Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Very cool username. Kind of makes me hungry, to be honest. Let us see, how are we doing? Armor's looking much better. Maybe I'll go and smack a couple more spiders on the way out, and then we'll be happy days. Probably shouldn't just stand on this bridge, but I kind of want to... You know what? You only live once, right? Well, this isn't hardcore, so I can live multiple times, but let's just see how far down this goes. Crikey. The answer is all the way. All the way down. I see diamonds. I have to get them. It's a prerequisite of the game. Oh, there's so many. Okay. This is unnerving. Yeah. Yeah, my computer's just having a bit of a unhappiness tonight. A little bit of unhappiness, but I will probably do that. It's a good suggestion, thanks. In fact, when I get back above the surface, I might do that. It's just adjust it down slightly. Okay, there were more diamonds over here through past all these mobs. Bang. Thank you. Get out of here. Skedaddle, skedaddle. You can skedaddle. Well, this is just sad. Not even a fair fight. Do you stream BLT Dizzle? What do you stream? Yeah, let's go. Oof, dodged that one nicely. If I do say so myself. I was hoping there was going to be more than one, but it seems there's only one. Alright, could quickly run through here, or we could head back above ground. And the answer is quickly run through looking for diamonds. I hear lots of mobs, which makes me anxious. When I'm trying to mine diamonds, I like to be uninterrupted, because the last thing that I want is for the diamonds to get blown up by a creeper or something sad like that. Now, there was a couple more over here. Oh, hello. Glowing sacks, I'll never say no to that. But my inventory apparently will. Get rid of the gravel. Alright. That's not diamonds, that's glow lichen. That is. I hear creepers, and I'm not happy about that, but that's okay. We can live through that. I have the blast prot on my boots. Normally a waste of time, but I think it's kind of helpful. Get him, Spoon Man. Get him. I'll distract him. You go and get him, Spoon Man. Oh. Spoon Man didn't last long. Ow! Leave me and my diamonds alone, sir. Uh-oh. Getting kind of pummeled around a little bit. That's okay. Let's grab these. Oh, that's a little kid. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oh, we may die here. Hang on. Hang on. Oi. Where'd that little kid go? There he is. Get out of here. Okay, that was Oh, we hit level 9, so I can add mending to the sword. That's nice. And the diamonds really helped with that. So let's first of all get out of this hole before it drives me insane, and let's skedaddle back up above the surface. Because we could spend all day in here, and that's not what I want to do. Now, the real question is, where did I come from? And the answer is not this way. There's a little kid. There's another little kid after me. Leave me alone, please. Well. Guess BLT Dizzle didn't like that question. Let me get back above ground where the quality is actually half decent. Because I did this impromptu caving session to get some XP. And I did not mean to go caving at all. I was just like, oh, maybe I can steal some coal from this little cave. That should be a bit better. Yeah, well, that makes sense. Ah, well. He was here for but a second, and all he did was came in and made me hungry. Alright, why am I going down to the spider farm? Don't need to go down to the spider farm. At some stage we do need to make a Discord server, and we'll make a definite moderators channel so that we can go back and forth. I have 15 diamonds to my name right here in my bundle. Now I have an extra 23, so that was profitable. Completely accidentally profitable. Alright, I hear zombie, but oh, found him. I found him. No cause for alarm. Let me just go down and smack a couple more spiders before we set off on our adventures. I have the good armor. I have depth strider, blast protection, feather falling, unbreaking, and mending on the boots, which is good. I have protection, unbreaking, and mending on the pants, fire protection 4, unbreaking 3, mending on the chest plate, and the helmet's a little lacking. I've got protection 4, unbreaking 3, mending, and I'm gonna enchant another helmet and combine it at some stage. But let me just do that. Be nice at the very least if these folks could stay following, because they follow me during the stream and then I check back afterwards and then poof, they're gone. But such is life. Spam is a way of life around these parts. It's a lawless world we live in the internet. Alright, well, this is going to take a while. I wonder, maybe I'll get some levels and add a couple of diamonds since I can now afford to do that. I have diamonds, my goodness. I'm very excited about that fact. 38 diamonds. And an ender pearl. And I'm not going to throw it randomly because I do literally only have one. Yeah, you get it. I'm kind of sad. I'm kind of upset with myself for making Minecraft movie jokes. But anyway, such is life. Alright, let's go add a diamond or two. If we can. This is my mending man, who's standing in a lectern. He has multi-shot. Very exciting. He has mending for 20 emeralds, and he has unbreaking 3 for 16. So that's why he's locked in. Is because he has both of those, which I thought was pretty cool. And then obviously just compass, and name tags. But yeah, unbreaking 3 and mending both for relatively cheap is pretty good. And I already have, I put mending on all of these, put mending on that, I put unbreaking on that, and on that, those two. And so I've already bought like 2 stacks of emeralds worth of stuff from him, purely because of all of the emeralds that I got at the trial chamber. Oh my goodness, that's expensive. That's very, very expensive. That's sad. Oh well, we'll sort the inventory out and we'll go exploring and we'll work it out along the way, I guess. Alright, let's take some random stuff and put some random stuff in random chests. That can go in there, that can go in there, I have 5 ender pearls now, that's nice. Bones can go in there, rotten flesh can go in there, gunpowder can go in there. Then coal can go in that one, that one, that one, that one. That one, that one, that one. I have copper out here, not that one, it's in this one. And cobblestone can go in there. Then we can grab some gold helmets. Don't question my chest situation, okay? My chests are not great right now, but they will get better. I will build a storage house eventually. I think. I will not make any promises because I've been down that road before and that's not a good place to go. Bit of a vibe while I finish putting the rest of my stuff away. And I should probably sort this out a little bit as well. Yep, It's Christmassy, but it's also kind of funky. I like this record. I have where's my records? Up here. I like it, but I like the creator, but I like it not in the music box version. I think there's a normal creator, if I remember correctly. That's enough of that. I think I have to do some more trial chambers at some stage to do that. And diamonds can go down there. Let's go for a little nappy. Probably shouldn't add a PY onto the end of that. It's just a nap boggle, not a nappy. Now, while I have a moment, I'm going to save and quit from this world and activate my holoprint resource pack thingo so that I can see what materials I require. I hope you're not yeah, I was gonna say, I hope you're not laughing at the nappy. I hope. Come on, computer. Work with me here. Global resources, my packs, that one. And there you go, you got a hint as well of what the build is. It's not so much a hint. If there were more people here, I'd be saying that I would be giving a sneak preview to the live stream viewers, but given I'm going to be posting the VOD on YouTube, I don't think it's too much of a sneak peek. Yep. Spent ages the other night designing this baby. And calm down on the emotions, Novi. Calm down. I understand. You don't have to yell. Alright, let's see. Let me give you a little sneak peek to the people in the live stream. Well, the one person in the live stream. You can have a sneak peek. And if anyone bothers to watch the live stream VOD on YouTube, then they can also have a sneak peek. But I think it's highly unlikely that anyone watches the VOD before they watch the episode. So I've got my homestead here. This is actually a nice opportunity just to plug my world a little bit. Got the homestead there with the custom tree. Got the chicken run over here, which I did last stream. Looks great. I'm really happy with that. And then we've got the enchanting shack up on the hill. And I want to build a silo up on here. Now, when I say up on here, I want to carve away this mountain. I like a bit of elevation changes that's going on here. But I'm not super duper happy with this big hulking behemoth that you see in front of me. So I actually want to turn down graphics. I can't see the stream graphics. Let me have a look at that. Let me have a look, see if I can fix that. Bear with me. If I go... Why am I in fancy graphics? Simple should be good. Alright, that seems better. It's still a little choppy. If I run over here, it's better, but not great. Alright, let's change the frame rate. Why is my frame rate limited? When did that happen? Is that any better? It's a little bit better, but it's still not great. Alright, let me play around with the stream settings. It's better? Yeah, okay. Well, that's good, but I'm just gonna have a little sticky peak. Okay, cancel that. Keep going. Alright, that should be a little bit better, hopefully. Does that seem a bit better? Still seems a little choppy to me, but that's all good. We'll manage. No, not really. Alright, let me look something up real quick. Okay, I've just adjusted the bit rate, so let's see whether that makes a difference now. I don't know that it will. I don't know if it's it might be a Minecraft related issue. And you've got nothing to apologize for, Nobi. I appreciate the feedback. I want to make sure I get this right so that people who come and hang out in the stream can have a good time. So just let me know if this is looking a bit better. It's still a little choppy, so I might just adjust my Minecraft settings a little bit more if I can. Okay, that's okay. I'm trying a few different things, so we'll get there eventually, maybe. I think it's my computer, to be honest. Got simple graphics. Let's turn that down to 19 chunks. Cool. That. That's right, I can't see the stream from my end, so I have no idea what it looks like. Anti-aliasing. We can put that on. Let's put it on 4, seemingly. Let's see if that makes a difference. Still a little choppy. Little choppy. Let me try adjusting it something else in Twitch. Alright, I've adjusted things slightly, so we'll see if this makes a difference. Why does this look... No, that's alright. Not sure. Still a little choppy, but I think it might just be my computer. Yes, indeed. Well, I've adjusted a few of the things that I can adjust. I mean, even for me playing it, there's a bit of chop. It's hard to... Yeah, that might be the case. It might need a bit of a restart. That's okay. Let me... Can I pause the stream is the real question. Seemingly not, but that's okay. I will try restarting the Minecraft. See if this makes a difference. I have to learn my way around some of the Twitch features. I'll have to play around a bit with my settings between streams. Hello, Steve. See if I cannot adjust, say, the resolution and the frames per second and stuff like that. But I can do some of that in between streams. Hopefully this is a simple solution. I forgot to look at whether Steve had a beard or not. That bothered me. I'm pretty sure that he used to have a beard and then it got removed, but he might be back to having a beard. I'm not sure. Alright, this seems still a little choppy, but it seems better. Much better. Okay, good. Yeah. I think it's my computer. Computer's struggling a little. But yeah, having a little potato of a computer will do that. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So I got the farmhouse there. And I want to create a hill here with a silo on it. With a big wheat field around it. But I don't want this here. So what I want to do is terraform up to about say maybe this level right here, or maybe lower, and take the top off the hill, and in its place create a nice big silo that sticks up, because at the moment with the silo, if I place it down, it kind of gets overshadowed by the hill. But I still can place it down. This may cause a little bit of lag, but we'll make do for the moment. I just fixed the stream and I'm going to lag it again, but let's do that. That is the silo that I mocked up, and it is going to be, it has a very specific use, which I will talk more about later once I've built it, but it is quite large, and sort of culminates in, yeah, it's quite large. It's definitely a mega build, but you know, it should add some character. Like I've been going kind of small scale so far, but I want to go a little bit bigger and expand outward a little. And this has a very specific purpose, and now it's raining. So it's large, but by removing the hill and placing it up here on the hill and creating wheat around it, it should sort of scale it down slightly, make it feel a little bit smaller, which will be good. Let me just see if I can how far I can step away, because it is large, but I like it, and it's gonna have something very specific inside. So yeah, if we have the hill removed, that will fit nicely. And let me just tell you that building the silo, creating the design and everything for it, took me no time at all. What took me forever was getting the gradient right on it, between the deep slate tiles to the deep slate tiles to tough to stone to grey concrete to diorite to birch to pale oak, something like that. It's weird texturing. I used a lot of different blocks, but it should be awesome once it's built. And obviously I will be working on that this week, and that will be the focus of the next episode. But for now, I want to go over to the pale oak forest and get some of the pale oak. Yeah, 5 stacks and 28 of pale oak. So obviously some of this is there's a bit of resources involved. There is a little bit of resources involved, but we'll make do, we'll manage, and it will be worth it. It will be worth it to add some character to that section, because currently everything's looking a little bland. We've started small. Oh, that's not fun. Stream just froze for a second. That's not fun at all. I don't know what's going on tonight. It does not seem to be happy. I'm thinking that maybe I've missed a Windows update. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I need to give my computer a little bit of an update, and then it'll be happy again. Is the stream working alright now? Okay, good. I'm glad. I don't know what on earth is going on tonight with technical difficulties, but they just seem to keep coming. Honestly, I'm waiting for my computer to crash. Touch wood. It doesn't. But anyway, so my world's still relatively fresh. I want to... the focus of episode 5 of Minecraft Bedrock Homesteading is going to be... well, I've already created a little bit of content around the mending man that I got. And this tree is still on fire. I believe it was on fire last time we were here as well. The burning tree. And yeah, it's going to be a little bit about the mending man and then a lot about the silo. So that's going to be a bit of fun. And obviously bring a bit of character. After going fishing in real life today, it made me really want to build a dam for my homestead as well. So that's something that I would like to work on in the future. And I can have a bit of fun with that as well by playing around with, you know, moss and shapes for it. Build a sort of oval dam and build a little pier / jetty out into the water. Do a bit of fishing on it. That sort of thing. So that would be pretty awesome, but you know, well, that's down the road. Now I'm hoping that the pale oak forest was somewhere out here. I think it was. Came here, must have been episode 2. I think it was that I came here a couple of weeks ago now. So yeah, it's been a minute since I was last here at the Pale Oak Forest, but you know, hopefully it's around here somewhere. Again, not such a fan of the leaf litter. I mean, it adds ambience, I guess, but it also just kind of gets in the way, especially when I'm trying to mine stuff, like I'm mining a tree or, you know, busting some flowers or something, and then bam, all of a sudden my inventory's clogged with leaf litter. These are definitely bots because of the fact that the hello accounts were created today. That's weird. Terrain generation. Is that that's a mine shaft in an exposed cave? Kinda. Is it a mine shaft? Yeah, I mean it is. It just kind of been chopped off. Ooh, chest. I can't say no to a chest. Ow. How did I miss the water there? How? That pig just got annihilated. I'm sorry, pig. He missed the water as well. Couple of gold ingots, coal, and a name tag. Sweet, I'll take that. That name tag. Oh, why is this cave full of little kids? Leave me alone. He nearly knocked me off the edge. My goodness. Ow. That was more than I just wanted to check the chest. I'm sorry. I just wanted to check the chest and then I got bullied by little kids. So I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that. And I'll keep that for now. Alright, what was I doing? Pale oak forest, that's right. That's right, let's get back to it. I don't know if these birch trees look different. I don't remember the birch trees being so tall, but I mean, it looks really good. Hello, Mr. Sea Turtle. It looks really good, but I don't remember them being so tall. Unless it's biome specific. I think maybe there's the variation on the birch forest where they're taller, but who knows? It's hard to know what features have been added to Minecraft and what features have just always been there, but you've never paid attention to them. I don't know that I remember going through. I don't know that I remember going through a jungle last time. Ooh, a jungle temple though. Did I loot that last time? Have I been here? I don't think I have. Alright. Careful, careful. This is a very scary structure. Oh! I was joking, but okay. That's fine too. Well, I was going to actually try and do the puzzle, but now I'm not going to try and do the puzzle anymore. Dodge that one. Dodge that one. What do we got in the chest? Ooh, a couple of armor trims. I like that. Some bones. Okay, not a bad book. Not the worst book I've ever seen. And a saddle. Dodge that. Dodge that on the way out. Ow. Nope, it still got me. And then let's have a little look-see in this chest. A couple more bones, some bamboo. And another saddle. Fan-diddly-tastic. Well, that was worth checking out. Creeper made it actually kind of scary for a second there. But I do not remember going through the jungle. I might have to pause my Minecraft and let me see. Can I get on top of a tree here? Pause the Minecraft and go look back at one of my old videos and see. Am I way off? Because it feels like I'm way off at this stage. Let's see, and grab that one. Alright, I will be back in un momento. Goodness gracious me, I have to actually watch one of my own videos. That is tough bricks. Is that a... which took... Alright, so I'm looking for negative 750, 1800. Yep, I'm a little ways off. Just a little ways. Let's leave that there and keep skedaddling. And we can run through the night. Oh, well, famous last words. Famous last words. We can run through the night. Kaboom! I'm good at this game. So we need to be about 600 blocks in that direction. Hup, puckle. I'm not going to be able to make it to the water, but that's okay. Yeah, that's, yep. Yeah, I hit a creeper. I hit a creeper, and bam, just like that. But my armor's pretty strong and tanky and whatnot now, so I can just about cope with a creeper blast. And I'm being punched around by zombies like ping pong ball. This is fun. Running around at night in the rain is not super fun, but hey, at least it's not boring. Check behind, check behind. Bap, bap. See, look, just like that. I'm fighting a creeper and then bam, leaf litter everywhere. And rapid fire skeletons. Leave me alone, rapid fire skeletons. It was a second creeper, I thought, but I don't know where it is, so I'm just going to ignore that. Ow. Don't know why it rains so much in Bedrock Edition. I was having this debate, well, not debate, having this conversation with someone the other day about how it always feels like it's raining in Bedrock Edition. Should be coming up on Pale Oak. There it is. There's the Pale Garden. And let's actually don't have a bed on me, so we can't sleep, so I guess we'll just go in like this. That should be fun. Ah, you missed me. This Enderman should be taking damage, I think, but... Oh yeah, there he goes. Oh, yep, he's taking damage. I like how I said that and then he just started randomly going all over the place, taking immense amounts of damage. Poor boy. Really need my sword to heal up some. Oi, well, this'll do it. I just two-hit an Enderman, that was kind of nice. This is why having enchanted armor is very helpful. Oof. Just getting punched around like a piñata. My goodness. Probably could have got a music disc there if I'd played it a little more carefully. Okay, why is my sword not healing up a huge amount? What's going on there? Alright, I saw the Pale Garden somewhere. Where did I see it? Was it up over here, I thought, but... Oh yeah, there it is, up the hill a bit. I was about to say, whoa, that went right past my face. That took a nostril hair off on the way past. Where are you, big boy? Man, that was a lot to go through for a grass block. Probably playing it a little bit risky here, but we're here for a good time, not a long time. Alright, let's go up into the Pale Garden itself and deal with one of the creakings. I mean, we could just call them creepings. They're like, they creep around, they creep up on you. Let's go to that one over there. That one looks a bit bigger. And fall off a cliff while we're at it. I mean, it's almost morning, so we can deal with that. It can become morning, and we can mine some of the wood, because I need, how much do I need? 5.5 stacks. So, you know what, let's just, shabam. Hey, a ruined portal. That was the Ender Pearl of Truth, wasn't it? Ooh, Silk Touch pickaxe. Nuggies. And the rest is a little bit useless, but that's okay. And let's use this grass block. See if we can't grab the gold blocks while we're at it. Hope there's no lava underneath them. There we go, perfect. Ow! And I think it's daytime now, so that's something. Be nice if we had some rain that, like, somebody stop the rain, please. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I do not think that it's gonna happen. Let's go on this tree over here. Oh, hello. Oh, there goes half the tree. I'm sorry, Mr. Tree. Did not mean to do you like that. And we're in the Pale Garden. Now, I have not spent a lot of time in these. I think when they first came out, I jumped on the multiplayer realm that I have with a few friends, and we mucked around a little. Just checked out some of the new features and had a laugh, and I don't think I've been back there since. So this is all kind of unfamiliar, but I love the grey. Love the grayscale texture. Love the way that the sky is more grey in here. Obviously that would be a bit more obvious without the rain, but it's not bad as is. And I am wondering whether the pale moss actually counts towards whether it can be used for, say, pale, not pale, I'm using the word pale, whether it can be used for mossy stone bricks or such. So now that the rain stopped, see that texture, that hue to the sky is awesome. When you're in here, if you don't have an outside reference point for the world, everything feels kind of dull and lifeless, and it's strange but awesome. It's not night time. What are you doing open? Oh, hello. There's some mega spruce over here. Thanks, Nobi. I was getting to that, but I appreciate the assist. There's some mega spruce over here. That's interesting. Doesn't really make any difference because we've got spruce at home. Cut to the meme of like, can we have some spruce? And then we've got spruce at home and it's just a single spruce at home, but it's like mega spruce here. You'll know what I'm talking about. Do a little bit of sorting while we're here. Every time I like to check and see if that's possible, and every time it's never possible. So, strip pale oak logs. We need 5.5 stacks. So I dare say I should get to some choppage while it is daytime. I should make the most of it. Because when nighttime rolls around, I'm going to be trying to get some resin. Thanks, Nobi, for hanging out. Sorry for the technical difficulties earlier. Thanks for helping me resolve them. And I hope you have a lovely afternoon, evening, morning, whatever it is that you're rocking. Over, mate. Alright, so that's that tree chopped down, and I'm being harangued by zombies. So let's just keep chopping, because you can't go wrong with choppage. It's one of the kind of dull, mindless tasks of Minecraft that is dull and mindless, but at the same time kind of satisfying. Like if I was having a bad day and really not feeling up to building anything, you know, just get on, chop a couple of trees, get abused by a man with a spoon who's on fire, and just have a good time. This will be a good opportunity as well for me to top up my pale oak sapling supply. So I will can never to have a few more of those lying around. in the same manner as dark oak. It's always good to have some spare dark oak lying around. Hello? I heard someone making noise. I'm gonna go this way because there seems to be less mobs over here. You know, it's not often that I use logs in both iteration. Like, for instance, you know, I like to use stripped dark oak generally. Spruce is one of the ones that can be either, like it can be stripped logs or just regular spruce logs. Oak logs, if I'm using them, are always stripped. Birch, if I'm using it, is normally unstripped. But pale oak has quickly become like spruce for me, in that I am very happy to use it stripped or use it whole, depending on the situation, depending on what I've designed. So for instance, in my farmhouse, I stripped it, and then the floor of my spider farm, I left it as is, so that it was that nice grey texture. And I think that's really funky. I like it when things have diversity like that. I think that makes a huge difference for adding some variety and spice to the game, meaning that, you know, people can be more creative. Alright, how are we doing? We've got a few, but not enough yet to call it a day. Night seems to be approaching, so that's good. Happy days. We'll have... I don't remember much about the Creakings. I know you gotta smack them and then go get the resin from the tree where the Creaking heart is. I don't remember if you need to I think you need to silk touch the Creaking heart, which I don't have silk touch, but I did just pick up a random silk touch pickaxe from that ruined portal a little while back. I remember that the Creakings don't move if you look at them, but also don't pack much of a punch. Like, if they hit you, and you've got enchanted armor, it's not that big a deal. These are the little things I remember. I may be remembering them absolutely incorrectly, but as I said, it's been a little while. Now, before we kick the night off too far, I'm going to pause and have a quick hydration break. Alright, let us continue. I think that I don't have enough time to chop some more, but that's okay. We'll do the resin and then we'll come back to some more choppage in the morning. In the morning. Is that a Creaking? No, it's an Enderman. They look kind of... Honestly, they're kind of similar, though. I didn't realize that until now. Both tall, both angry. And... hello, there he is. I remember him being taller. Where are you connected to, sir? I also don't remember them being as fast. They seem quite fast. Which tree are you connected to? This one. How interesting. Let's get rid of some grass so we can see better. Come on, mate. What if I let you smack me? Just once. Yeah, see, it only does half a heart. I feel like they should do more damage than that. But I suppose combined with other mobs. Combined with other mobs, it makes it slightly harder, I guess. Like, for instance, I'm over here annihilating you guys. He snuck up behind me, but not at a great rate of knots. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. And like, he's buffeting me around a little bit, but not really enough to do any damage. Yeah, come here. Come on. Thank you. Bap. 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 How much resin do I get from this, I wonder? I think I'll just beat this guy up for a minute. Alright, that should be happy days, I think. Let's grab the pickaxe. And how do I have to mine the resin? Okay, I just collect it. Okay, there's a spider as well. That's just rude. Get out of here, please. Ow! Leave me alone. Alright, let's see. If I grab this with a silk touch pickaxe, is that gonna work? Someone sounds very unhappy with me doing this. It's kind of grunting and groaning. Yes! Yes it is. And bam! He's disappeared. And I have myself a creaking heart. Very nice. Okay, let's do this. Let's chop down this tree with its resin. Sounds like another enderman is close by. Fortunately for him, I'm not here for the enderman, I'm here for the resin. So that is that tree chopped. And I think I have to turn them into resin bricks later. I don't really remember. But that only gave me 19 resin, so that's... I don't know how much I'm supposed to be getting, but that does not seem very good to me. I'm gonna grab some of these eye blooms because they are gorgeous when they opened. Actually, they're gorgeous in both iterations, to be honest, but especially gorgeous when they're open like that at night. Now I need another creaking to spawn. Where are you, my friend? There you are. past this lovely thing of... Oh, there's multiple of you. Is anyone behind me? Nope. Kill. So I don't think I even have to do damage to you. Oh, there's 3 of yous. Okay, that's slightly more unnerving. Cool. The fact that there's 3 of them means that I can't really let my guard down now, which is kind of cool. Hey, stop it. So I don't know whether the amount of resin that spawns is proportional to the amount of damage that I do. I don't know if that's a thing. Oh. But for the time being, I'm just smacking them with my fist. I'm actually smacking them with steak, but that's neither here nor there. Blast protection for the win. I have to say, I also think that there shouldn't be maybe regular... Okay, 2 things I'd change. Creaking should hit for more damage, and regular mobs should not be allowed in here because they make it so that it's like reefing the place. Like, creepers are just gonna come in here, blow up, and make a mess of the place. They're not adding anything. Is that another one over there? Okay, now this is cool. This is unnerving. If you actually spend time in here, there's now 5 of them. And I know that if I turn around... Yeah, look, it still doesn't do much damage, but it does something. So, look, at this point, something's better than nothing. Excuse me, spiders, creeper. I am not in the mood. Ow. Okay, so this gets tricky when there's multiple of them. But... Oh, come on! Creeper, leave me alone. Don't do it, zombie. He's gonna do it. So they all disappear when the sun comes up. Can I still get this creaking hut? Is the real question. The answer to that is yes. Yes, I can. Wizard. Alright, let's collect whatever resin I got. How far out? This place is getting destroyed because there's so many creepers. They're not actually doing that much damage to me, it's just blowing up the place. Which sucks. Like, I want to leave this place looking nice. So it would be nice if they would stop, but... My goodness. I'm being abused. Okay, what don't I need? Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. The rest I will keep. Now, it was 5 stacks and 5.5 stacks. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and I need half a stack here. Sweet. Now there was another tree over here with resin on it. And a creaking heart by the look of it. So let's grab that creaking heart. Even though it takes me a while, let's grab the creaking heart while we're here. So I can maybe make something with it, I guess. Now, I wonder, do the creaking hearts work to spawn creakings for resin on a spawned tree? Like if I grow a tree and then I place a creaking heart in the middle, I wonder if it will allow me to collect resin that way. We'll grab it anyway. Grab a few of these while we're here. We can do some testing later on with that. Man, it does take a long time to mine though. I imagine it would probably be quicker with a silk touch axe, but we're not all fancy pants. We don't all have silk touch axes. Let's see, how did we do? We got 50 resin, so that doesn't seem like a lot. I should have more than enough pale oak, and I've got my resin. So I think I shall head back and do what I wanted to. Now, which way is home? This way. Ow. Did not mean to fall off that tree, but we did. So we move on. Yeah, this is where see, immediately it disappears. That grey texture disappears from the sky, and I think both are cool. I think both are really cool. I like having just the variation. I don't mind whether it's like the grey of the pale garden or the blue of the regular sky. I just think it's awesome to have some variation there. It's a simple and easy way to create atmosphere, because obviously, like, we've got the ancient cities which are very atmospheric, but they're atmospheric because they're dimly lit and they're deep underground. So it's hard with above ground stuff to add atmosphere, and I think the Pale Garden does a good job of it. Maybe not a perfect job. I think it doesn't make my heart pound and my ears ring like the ancient city does. The ancient city, I squeal sometimes when random things jump out at me in the ancient city. The Pale Garden doesn't do that for me. I'm like, oh yep, look, there's a Creaking. Yep, awesome. Thanks, buddy. You took me for half a heart. So I'm thinking that maybe if they made the Pale Garden harder, that it would help with adding some of that, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die kind of thing. But that's up to Mojang. And the main feature of it is the pale oak wood, which I am perfectly fine with. I don't need that to be. I don't need it to be harder for that. I'm quite content with that the way it is. And the other thing is that I want to make a couple of resin blocks while I'm here, because I don't often. I don't think I've ever really made resin, and I've certainly never built with it. But I think that I think it's the wrong color. I think that it's just jarring, like it doesn't fit with any of the other colors. Like even if I get some acacia wood, I think it's dramatically different in terms of coloring. Could be wrong, but we'll see that. We'll test that in a minute. Just need to pause the game for a second. Alright, let's continue. Thanks for the new follows, Zalfi and Fauna Farah 11 underscore 11 underscore 1. Sorry. Thanks for the follows, folks. I appreciate it. Alright, let's see if I've done my calculations correctly and I actually come out where I need to be. This is some odd terrain generation right there. Someone was playing Skyblock here. My goodness. Excuse me, sheep coming through. I'm not sure that too much of this looks familiar, but... Or is that home just over here? There's pumpkins that look like this section looks like it would be home and looks like the same kind of terrain generation, but maybe it's over here. Must be up there. And this is where my mega silo that I'm working on is going to be helpful as well, because I should be able to see that from quite a distance. Surely one of you is my homestead. Somewhere around here must be the homestead. What odd terrain generation. This is where I think some of the Minecraft terrain could use a bit of terraforming, and I like to terraform it myself because I like to make sure that it looks good and decent. G'day Charged Waffle 2, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. We've just been to the Pale Garden and smacked some Creakings about to get some resin, mined some pale oak logs, and currently I'm lost on the way back to the homestead. So that's the stream in a nutshell. I think it must be this way further. Must be somewhere around. I feel like I remember a -100, so maybe that's the case. I should probably set up a lodestone and a compass, to be honest. That would make exploring a little bit easier. This looks promising over here. This looks promising indeed. Now that I recognize, that realm portal is just the other side of my base, which means that the homestead must be right up just behind this hill here. Alright, up we go. G'day Stark_C. Welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you're having a lovely day, afternoon, evening, morning, whatever it is you're having. We're back at the homestead. Fantastic. Happy days. Alright, let's sort things a little. A couple of saddles can go in there. And this enchanted book that I found. A lot of our pale oak can go down on this bottom row. And then our natural stuff can go up in here. How am I doing? I'm good, thanks, Stark. I'm well. I'm having fun. Having fun playing Minecraft. Imagine that. And yeah, just having a good time. How are you going? What's news with you? Let's put the creaking hearts in the bottom of the nature chest for the time being, because I'm not sure what entirely to do with them. Now let us grab a quick nap. And a little bit of hydration while I'm at it. Alright, and then I want to smelt, I think it's, so block of resin. Let's create one of those and come out. Hello, spider. We cool? Yeah. Place you there for context. And then let's smelt up the rest in our ferni. Can't sleep, so you're watching stream. Yeah, fair. Good way to go, mate. Good way to go. Yeah, I don't generally have that problem, but you know, it is nice to watch a stream to listen to while heading off to sleep. Alright, let's do that. Well, I appreciate you hanging out here. We're just playing some chill Minecraft and yeah, having some fun. Nothing overly exciting. This is my solo world, which is coming along, almost on day 150, so... And I'm doing homesteading, farming world, so the focus is kind of on farming. Now that is two very striking blocks. That is. This spider is really getting in my way. Let's make another one. Can I put you in the stone cutter? Yes, I can. So we have chiseled resin bricks. What do you look like? Oh, that's kind of funky. It's got the creaking head on it. Hey, thanks, Stark. It's look, I'm pretty proud of it. I'm not gonna lie. It's a nice house. It took me a while to design and build, and a bit of upgrading. So the pale oak was a later addition. It was all diorite to start with, but it looks awesome with the pale oak mixed in, and you know, I'm super happy with it. Thanks for the positive comments. So we got that one. Now, in terms of blending with other colors, do I have an acacia log? No. So that's disappointing. See, it's very, very different to other colors, but I could see that working. I could see that working in a texture. So maybe I'll have to play around with that. But my goodness, is it hard to get? It's hard to get hold of these resin. I spent one night out there at the Pale Garden smacking Creakings about to get some resin, and I only got 50 resin, so that's sad. Now, is there anything else I can do with this? Oh, you absolutely should buy the game. Absolutely, absolutely. It's a fantastic game. It's a very fun game. I enjoy it immensely. Maybe we'll make this the resin barrel. I'm playing Minecraft Bedrock Edition, which I know most people play on Java, but I'm playing Bedrock Edition and on my computer, and it's great fun. The orange block is these orange blocks are resin, which I was just out at the Pale Garden, which is was introduced maybe 6 months ago, and it's got the pale oak trees and the creakings, which kind of sneak up on you, and when you punch them, they spawn resin back at the tree. They're kind of connected to the tree, so they're like tree spirits basically. So you punch them around, and then the tree that they're connected to gets resin on it, and you break that and smelt it up, and you get the resin bricks. So it's a very strange block to obtain, I'm not gonna lie, and it up until that moment I hadn't realized just how strange it is to explain to someone who hasn't seen it before. Like, yeah, you know, there's tree spirits, and you kind of smack them about and you get resin, and then you smelt it, and yeah, it's very strange. But yeah, I get that. I had that a little while ago. I played when it originally came out, and then took a break and started playing again maybe 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago. Was when my little brother got into it. He was like, let's play Minecraft, and I was like, fine. And anyway, here I am, long story short. Now let's have a look, because I want to add trim to my armor, and I forgot to empty out my bundle. They finally added bundles to the game. My gosh, only took them so many years. Alright, let's sort things out a little. Name tag can go up in there. Yes, indeed it is. That is a bundle. It's not modded. I don't have any add-ons on this world. It's a bundle, and you can hold... Wait, let me get it. Let me get a fresh one. I think I've got a fresh one around here somewhere. Yep, so bundles are these ones, and can hold a mixed stack of items, up to 64 items. So for instance, let me just grab doors, fences, sapling, that. So I can put all of these in my bundle. Which, you know, then you can store it. Yeah, it's awesome. You can scroll through it to select a specific item if you're on computer. I think there's a way to do it on controller, but I don't remember. Or you can carry it and then right click to empty it out. So it's very handy, and obviously you can dye it as well. So very, very helpful, especially early game. And all that you need for it is 1 leather and 1 string, and then you go in here and you can make a bundle. So it's very obtainable early game. Now I want to add some pizzazz to my armor. It's basically the same thing. They call it a bundle because it's just sort of smaller, but But yeah, no, bundle and bag, basically the same thing. That's basically the same thing. There's no real difference. That's just what they decided to call it. Now, there's also armor trims, which is what I'm doing now. So I could do that one, or I could do, I think I want to do bolts, but wild also looks half decent. What about pants? Ah, yeah, yep. Fair. Yeah, no, there's not really any difference. A bundle is basically just a small bag, so. Trust me. Trust me, English is my first language, and I still get immensely confused because it is a very, very stupid language. Things like we have so many different iterations of there. You know, there, and there. They are. There's multiple different versions of weather. You know, whether or not I'll do something, or the weather was rainy. It's, my god, the English language is horrible. Now, I think I like the wild armor trim on my pants. So let's do that. And then I need to duplicate my bolt armor trim. How do I do that? I forget. A block of copper and some diamonds. That's manageable. We can do that. Although I don't think that I have any smelted copper yet. No. Easily fixable. Yeah, and the different accents. Yep, absolutely, 100%. English people have a completely different accent and language to Americans, and then there's us Aussies who, first of all, have a very choppy and difficult to understand accent, and second of all, we like to make up words. So yeah, nah. Wonder how, just thinking how copper compares to it, but I think it's going to be dramatically different. Ah, thanks. Yeah, there's different versions of Australian within that as well, so I try and speak relatively proper as an Aussie, but then, you know, you got some people who talk like this and it's a bit crazy, and, you know, land down under and all that. But no, it's a bit of fun. We have fun down here. Where are you from, Stark? Somewhere warmer than here at the moment. I imagine it's bloody cold here. Alright, that is my copper block. Let's just check out how that blends. Ow. How do you compare the two of you? It's not the worst. Maybe with a acacia in the middle, it'd be alright, but it's not the best blend I've ever seen. Central America, yeah, yep. Yeah, fair. Oh, nice. That's awesome. I wish I knew a different language, but no, I'm just very, very boring. Very unexciting. let's do that. Wait, why did I put my resin in there? I don't want my resin in there. I want my resin in this barrel out here. Throw that on and let's have a look. Well, it's certainly striking. I like the chest plate. I don't know that I'm sold on the pants. The pants kind of look like they're a different color of orange, which is strange. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Alright, and then maybe I'll just add something to the boots. So yeah, fair. It's good to have something that you enjoy. If you like something, get involved in it, and that's the fun. Let's see if I like. Don't like that. Where's my other? Yeah, look, I completely understand, mate. I have no hope with some accents. I mean, obviously, here in Australia, there's a bit of variety in terms of you know, different nationalities over here and stuff. And yeah, sometimes I get very confused. Yeah, definitely. Let's see, what do I think would go nice? I think I'm gonna go the wild. Yeah, some UK accents are horrible. Horrible, horrible. There's no chance. No chance of understanding them. I had a friend who was British, and you know, she'd lived here in Australia for quite a while, but man, she still had a very thick accent, and it took me a bit to get used to it. Chewing through diamonds to do this, but that's okay. Let's do that. Let's do that, and we duplicate that. Be nice if it wasn't quite so expensive to do armor trims, but such is life. And that should, yeah, that helps. That helps balance it out a bit. If my enchantments would get out of the way, that's better. Although I think I need something on the helmet as well, but I have a specific one that I like. I like to put, maybe I'll just have a quick peek at these. Don't have any resin. Oh yeah. Yeah, I completely know what you mean. When she speaks, it's, yeah, that's not English, that's another language. That's not bad, but I'm not a fan. I'm gonna leave it for now. Leave the helmet blank. I'll go back and do some more trial chambers at some point and get the flow armor trim. Yeah, it does sound elegant. It definitely does. So that's the armor trims. And I think I want to run over to the village and do a raid. No, I'll do a raid later. For now, let's just do some resource gathering for a minute. Uh, yeah. Look, I'll take your word for it. I think that English has its moments. English can sound good in the right hands, but there's something elegant in itself about, say, Spanish or French or whatnot. They're any of the Romance languages that kind of evolved from, I think they evolved from Latin originally. So any of those kind of Romance languages have a resonance to them. They kind of flow a bit more than, they're a little bit more musical than English, I would say. But I mean, all of them have their pros and cons, I think. I really wanted to study Latin in university, and unfortunately it was offered, but not where I was studying, so had to skip that one. But I thought that it would be very cool. But then as time goes on, I'm like, all right, well, Spanish is cool, French is cool, and there was another one that Italian's a bit overrated. It's not bad, but it's a bit overrated. Mainly because I think primary schools here over in Australia, a lot of the primary schools choose Italian to teach in the younger part of school, which means that by the time you get a bit older, you're like, all right, well, it's just Italian feels like a chore. But yeah. I mean, it's hard to know. I haven't been overseas. I've been all around Australia, but I haven't been overseas, so it's hard to know what language would serve me best, because I don't know where I'd like to go. Can ya? Yeah. Yeah, well, I suppose that makes sense if they all kind of stem from the same origin language. Then it would make sense that they have a degree, that everyone has a degree of understanding of each of them. That's awesome. That's really awesome. It's funny, yeah, nice. That's awesome. I mean, I imagine that would help. Say you wanted to learn another Romance language, then it would probably help to be able to notice some similarities when reading them. I mean, you kind of can get your head around the forms a bit easier, perhaps. Very cool. I mean, the concept of not speaking English seems very strange to me, given I've grown up with it, and everything I watch is in English and whatnot. It just seems very strange. You learnt French some time ago? Yeah, nice. Mandatory to... Yeah, okay, cool. Well, that's mandatory to learn French as well. That's a strange concept. Probably a good idea. But, yeah, here in Australia we don't have that. It's just like... They teach you a bit of languages at primary school, and then you can choose to study more languages as you get older. I never did. English is good enough for me, and I thought, you know, I can teach myself languages later if I want to. But, yeah, that's a pretty cool idea. The idea of having a mandatory language to learn is a cool idea. Probably makes for a smart population. I think that, what was it? I think I read somewhere that learning another language helps with intellect. So, yeah, fair enough. It is what it is. We make decisions based on capacity, you know, like maybe you weren't ready at the time to learn German, and you know, you beat yourself up about it now, but at the time it wasn't the right thing, and that's just the way it is. I probably should have spent some time on languages. I didn't. I was busy with other subjects. Like, I kind of coasted through school up until about year 9, when I had 3 or 4 years to go, and then I kind of locked in. But I spent a lot of the subjects that I picked were I picked a lot of English subjects, some history subjects. I studied ancient Greece and like classical literature of that period and stuff. So I studied the American and the French Revolution. So, you know, I didn't have time for languages. What subjects do I have? Well, in my final year of school, which was a little while ago now, I had English literature, maths. I studied physics. I studied classical studies, which was like ancient Greek, history, literature, and art. I studied revolutions, which was the American and French Revolution. I did business studies. You know, I did a wide variety of things in my final year of school. And it would have been cool if I could fit a language in there, but I was pretty caught up with other things, such as, you know, history and literature. And then it was the same at university. You know, I would have liked to have done Latin, but that wasn't offered, alas. So I did lots of English-based subjects and did a little bit of ancient Rome and history and the likes. So why Latin? Hard to explain. Well, not hard to explain. I'm a nerd. No. I like a lot of the classical literature that I like to read. I figured it would be cool to understand sort of the original texts. So, you know, like pre-Shakespearean literature. Understanding some of it in the native text would have been cool, and I thought that if I started with Latin, that it would make learning the other Romance languages easier, but just never got around to it. Yeah, a bit of a literature nerd. I majored in writing and literature at university, so I have a big love of words. But I think that, I don't know. I mean, at school for me, it was always a case of like, you know, kids were either English brained or math brained, and there was very little in the way of in between. That's alright. That you don't have to know much. You don't have to know much. You just read what the way I see it is read what you enjoy, and don't let anyone else like. You know, I've read lots of classic literature like ancient Greek stuff, Virgil, Shakespeare, so on and so forth, and the classics are great and all. But then there's just as much joy in, you know, like science fiction, fantasy, poetry. You know, you don't have to read crazy stuff to enjoy it. Who's my favorite writer? My favorite writer is actually a man named Trent Dalton. He's an Australian author. He wrote a novel in 2018 or 19 called Boy Swallows Universe. It's sort of about growing up in Brisbane in Australia, and in the 80s, and dealing with, you know, crime and whatnot.